The afternoon sun beats down on Lopez Auto Care, its faded blue sign flickering above the garage door. A crowd gathers around a sleek red sports car, its hood up and engine dead. Tyler, phone in hand, films his friends laughing. "Watch this," he says to the camera, grinning. 50 grand and it won't even start. From the sidewalk, Leon steps forward. A thin, weathered man in torn boots, his hands black with oil. He looks at the car, then at Tyler. "Can I fix it?" "For food?" he asks softly. Tyler's grin widens. "You can't even fix your life, old man." His friends howl with laughter. Inside the shop, Maria wipes her hands on a rag and peers out. "Hey, leave him be," she warns, but no one listens. Leon walks closer, ignoring the laughter. He places a hand on the hood, closes his eyes, and listens, like a musician hearing a tune only he understands. Then, calm and certain, he says, "Try it now." Tyler scoffs but turns the key. Vroom! The car roars to life, deep, smooth, perfect. The laughter dies instantly. But when Leon looked up, the only sound left was the heartbeat of the engine. And everyone's silence. The sound of the engine fades into the hum of stunned whispers. Leon steps back, wiping his hands on his tattered jacket. "She's got a good heart," he murmurs, almost to himself, just needed to breathe. Tyler forces out a laugh. "Guess the old man got lucky." His friends echo him, but there's unease behind their smirks. Maria watches closely. The way Leon moves, precise, deliberate, with the muscle memory of someone who's done this 1,000 times, doesn't look like luck. He leans in again, adjusting the timing belt, tuning the fuel flow by sound alone. "Every motion carries grace. Who taught you to do that?" she asks. Leon just shrugs. "Engines talk." "You just gotta listen," Tyler rolls his eyes. "Yeah, right. And what do you know about engines, old man?" Leon finally looks at him, calm and unshaken. "More than most people know about respect." The garage goes silent. Even Maria pauses, a faint smile tugging at her lips. That night, under a broken streetlight, Leon curls up in an abandoned lot. In his hands, a cracked photograph of a younger man on a racetrack, grinning beside a trophy engraved "Lightning Harris, Daytona, 1998. The wind rustles a newspaper near him, headlines about past legends long gone. He closes his eyes, clutching the photo close. Back at the shop, Maria studies him again. "Where'd you learn to fix cars like that?" Leon's gaze drifts toward the horizon, voice soft and heavy with memory. When he finally answered, Maria's wrench slipped from her hand because she realized who was standing in her garage. Maria folds her arms, studying Leon as he adjusts the carburetor on another car. "Used to race 'em," he says softly. "Not fix 'em," Tyler bursts out laughing. "Yeah, right. What did you race, shopping carts?" But there's something in Leon's voice, calm, heavy, certain, that makes Maria pause. He doesn't brag, doesn't defend himself. He just works. A customer's old sedan rattles in, gears grinding like gravel. Maria sighs. "Transmission again. It's hopeless." Leon tilts his head, listening. Not hopeless. Just misunderstood. He crouches, his hands moving instinctively, loosening a bolt, tapping the line, listening to the hum. No manual, no hesitation. Within minutes, the sound smooths out, like the car is sighing in relief. Maria stares. "Where'd you learn that?" Leon just smiles. "You don't learn it. You live it." Tyler, meanwhile, hides behind his phone, recording. "This'll go viral," he whispers. Homeless man fixes supercar. Hours later, as the day winds down, a man in a leather jacket walks into the shop, eyes widening as he sees Leon. He grabs a dusty magazine from his truck and holds it up. The cover shows a younger Leon in a racing suit, grinning beside a roaring stock car. The title reads, "Lightning Harris, the fastest man who vanished." The room goes dead silent. Tyler's phone slips from his hand and clatters to the floor. Maria's breath catches. "Leon, you're him?" Leon wipes grease from his hands and nods slowly. "That was a long time ago," Tyler stammers. "But why would someone like you end up here?" Leon looks out toward the street, eyes far away. "Because fame runs fast." "But guilt? Guilt never runs out of gas." What would you do if you were there? Laugh at a man's fall or salute what he once stood for? But when Leon finally told them why he walked away from racing, even the engines in the shop seemed to fall silent. Leon takes a slow breath, eyes fixed on the ground. Daytona 98, he begins quietly. Last lap, a rookie spun out in front of me at 200 miles an hour. The shop goes completely still. Even the hum of the lights seems to fade. I could have gone around, he continues, but I turned into the wall instead, tried to block the wreck. Saved him. Lost my team, my sponsors, and everything else that mattered. Maria's eyes well up. Tyler swallows hard, shame creeping over his face. You were a hero, she says softly. Leon shrugs. Heroes don't sleep under bridges, they just... Keep breathing. Tyler steps forward, voice cracking. Sir, I'm sorry. For everything. Leon nods once. Apology accepted. Just don't forget what you learned here. Maria quietly brings him a plate of food and a towel. Eat, she says. You've done enough for one lifetime. That night, Tyler's phone buzzes nonstop. His video has gone viral. But the comments aren't mocking. They're calling Leon a legend. People post, Lightning Harris lives, and true greatness never dies. Leon spends the evening in the shop, fixing Maria's old pickup. The engine purrs smoother than it has in years. When she offers him a job, he smiles gently. Maybe, if you've got room for an old man who still listens to engines. Share this if you still believe greatness doesn't fade. It just waits to be seen again. But the next morning, what Leon left on the counter made Maria cover her mouth in tears. Morning sunlight pours through the garage windows. On the counter sits a single racing glove, worn, faded, and beside it, a note written in neat cursive. Tell her to breathe. She's got a good heart, too. LH. Maria stares at it, tears slipping down her cheeks. She presses the glove to her chest. Thank you, Lightning, she whispers. Days turn into weeks. Word spreads fast. Customers now line up at Lopez Auto Care, asking for Lightning's tune-up. The once quiet shop hums with new life. On the wall, framed beside the note, hangs Leon's photo from his racing days, smiling, alive again through memory. Tyler returns one afternoon, quieter now, sweeping the lot and washing cars without being asked. He taught me more in one day than school ever did, he admits. Maria nods, placing a hand on his shoulder. A delivery truck driver glances at the photo on the wall. That guy was a legend, he says. Didn't know he was still out there. Maria smiles softly. He still is, just racing a different kind of track now. Leon walks along a sunlit highway, duffel over his shoulder, humming the same tune he once listened to before races. The wind ripples through his jacket as a car speeds by, its engine purring just like the one he fixed. He glances up, smiles faintly, and keeps walking. Subscribe for more stories where forgotten heroes remind us what real strength looks like. What if the people we overlook today are the ones who once led the world with courage?